because I'm still at home. It felt weird because I was still at the house and I wasn't really doing too much. But it was like I was just like, and then randomly the next month I thought about just starting. Randomly the next month I just had this random thought to start streaming and start a YouTube. It was just a random thought. I kind of ran with it, and I was kind of fooling around because like I was working at this job and then coming home barely doing absolutely anything. Uh, Kind of feeling tired and lazy just based off what positions I was in at the job at the time. It was making me lazy, tired, and dirty. So uh it was just a random thought, but I was kind of fooling around with my money. So I had to get serious and start saving for my I had to get serious and start saving to get a setup. So eventually I got a setup, but like I just noticed like this job I was working at Walmart at the time. I noticed this job was just like making me even more upset. It was just like upsetting me, annoying me even more. Especially the position I was in. Like at first, it was like at first, it was like at first, I started thinking about like these random thoughts in my head about me just like living my life just sitting down, feeling free, eating what I want, doing what I want. I just had that random thought in my brain, and that's like I think that's my first ever vision I had. My first ever vision I had, just sitting at a desk, just eating whatever, living my life, having freedom, doing whatever I want. And I had that thought at first, and then continuing on to the job. Like I started noticing like I would get dirty, then my hands would start hurting. I would get a headache, and then it led to my feet starting to hurt. I wasn't wearing the right shoes, and then like at first it was like I wanted to have my own schedule. I wanted to have my own schedule, but then I noticed strictly for this position you can't get your own schedule. And then I wanted to work certain days, and then I think what became a problem for me at the job was I couldn't take days off. What became a problem for me uh, was that I could not take days off. The pay, I'm not worried about the pay. I don't care about the pay. It's still not good. Like even though it's like probably better than some other organizations or some environments, but it still wasn't good. So I still like the idea of it, but it was like it became a problem for me that I couldn't take days off. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, I'm kind of hurting everywhere in my body, and I don't feel like going to this job, and I just went anyway. Like I would listen to music, and they told me I couldn't because strictly that's the freaking rule of the thing store. You can't listen to music. And I'm like, I'm not bothering nobody. I'm still doing my work, but I don't know. Just because like for customers that need help, you need their attention. So just for customers, you need their attention. Uh, it started to make me mad because like the amount of stuff the amount of items that were so heavy, it was making me mad. And then everything was just like not organized correctly. It was like nothing was organized. It was making me mad. And then food would randomly just spill out when there was a truck. Food would randomly spill out. That was making me mad too. Like feet was hurting, hands was hurting. I was getting dirty. Like I started hating it. Like I literally started hating it. So I was in that position for only 2 months though. So like I literally started hating it. So like knowing I couldn't take days off, and then rude manager telling me what to do. And bro, ever since that day in the military, I literally started hating when people tell me what to do. It just made me so angry. Like there was this manager, she was nagging. Like that's the thing about a job. Like these managers just nag, just to make sure, oh, you're doing this right. Because if not, you're losing your job. So, just nagging all the time. It was making me upset. It was making me upset. Um, I'm just sitting here like, I really don't care. Please shut up. I'm sitting here like she's sitting here nagging, like this is a freaking store. Like why are you giving a speech? Why are you nagging about something that's not placed on a shelf correctly? Like this whole store is not properly organized correctly. You don't pay enough. This store is not organized. It's like why even still nag about it if it's not organized correctly? So it's like what's the point? Anybody just throws stuff on the shelf now. So I really didn't care. So I still just did the job, whatever. Ended up switching my position, and then it didn't help. Even though I went to work in the morning and I got that request before I didn't, but I ended up getting it from somebody to switch my position so I start working early in the morning. I didn't want to work late nights anymore. So started working in the morning. Did that for like maybe another 2 months. It was cool, I guess, but still hated it. Me being the freezer, having to go in the freezer, that made me mad too. 'Cause I'm sitting in a cold freezer, have to stock and get stuff out, put stuff out. Like that would make me mad too. And then like I don't know what triggered me, but like it was starting to like I started thinking about everybody I ran into. I started thinking about people I used to talk to. I started thinking about like what I want for myself. Like so far as like me trying to start it was like I started thinking about me trying to start working on myself, like at least attempting to start working on myself. But it was like days back to back where I had to work at this job, and it feels like I wasn't able to, even though I was able to, I was just being lazy, it was different. Like my mindset is different now, but it was just like the job was making me tired. The job was making me tired. I had no energy, and I'll just be lazy. It just made me lazy. But like I would still sit at my desk and try to, you know, I was either watching something or trying to start, like putting everything together. So as far as with my YouTube, but then still play games randomly. Just for fun, I guess. But then I just kept thinking about like starting to like. I just kept thinking about the idea of starting to work for myself. I kept thinking that in my head, like it like progressed because now I got my setup and I'm trying to start. I'm trying to start start working on myself. So that idea of that kept replaying over and over in my head, and then started thinking about all the people I used to talk to. I miss them. Like I was really missing them. I really wish we could like still talk. Like that's like what I was thinking at the time, and then I think that's what triggered me a little bit. But like what triggered that was I think what really triggered that was like I was starting to feel hopeless. I was starting to like feel really, really like upset because I kept thinking about it as I was working in there. I kept thinking about it. I kept thinking about it as I was working there,